Chazak u'baruch, boker tov. Welcome to the next minyan, Rabotai. Tomorrow we have a fast day, Asar Tevet. Have a seat. We have a fast day, Asar Tevet, and the reason why we do this fast day is because this was the beginning of the siege on Yerushalayim from the enemy, from the Romans. That's when they started the siege. The Seder Chachamim, the Atchala of the Puranut is very strong, is very powerful. That's the beginning of the punishment. So therefore, we have to fast because it shows that that day is want to be some kind of a tragic day, things which are unfortunate things happen during that day. So therefore, we fast in order to avert anything more happening, that we shouldn't have anything more happening. This is why we fast. So what's the halacha? The halacha is that we start the fast tomorrow morning. What time does the fast start? Don't look at the Ashkenazim, the luchot of the Ashkenazim, right? Over there it's going to tell you 90 minutes before Netzach Hama. Too early for that. That's too early. Too much. Amud HaShachar is not 90 minutes before Netzach Hama. It's 72 minutes. But Shaot Zmaniyot, because the days are short now, so it says in my luach, my Sfari luach, which is according to the Orach Chaim, the luach of Orach Chaim, the Yeshivat Orach Chaim, over there it says that the fast starts at 6:22. That's when it starts. 1 hour before Netzach Hama. That's exactly according to Shaot Zmaniyot. So therefore, there's no reason to go 90 minutes like it says in Luchot, like the Ashkenazim. No reason for that. You can get up early in the morning and eat something, especially if you're going to work, and even though according to Kabbalah, you're not supposed to eat after you sleep, but if a person is going to work, he needs energy. He doesn't have to follow the Kabbalah. He's not a Mekubal. He's not Baba Sali. A person like, normal guy. Somebody, he needs to have to go to work. If he has no energy, he's not going to be able to work. So therefore, we allow him to eat some breakfast, before Amud HaShachar. So he can start his breakfast at 5:30 and finish at 6 o'clock, and then do what he has to do, whatever it is, right? Whatever he needs to do. If you don't need to eat, don't eat, okay, whatever, The truth is that the Asar Tevet is the shortest fast of the year, they say, the Chazal. Very true, right? Because it's the shortest day of the year. So therefore it's very, very short. It's about 10 hours, the whole thing, Not really very long. So it's not such a big deal.
Torah, right?
I'm sorry?
Tomorrow we got...
Of course, we have Torah, 3 readers, right? We're reading the portion of the Ta'anit, the Ta'aniot. And also, I want to tell you that on the fast days, these light fast days, which are the Arba Ta'aniot, we're allowed to do things like take a shower, bathing, things like this are allowed. A person who smokes is allowed to smoke. I hope you don't smoke, but if you do, you're allowed to smoke on these fast days. Also, if you want to brush your teeth, you have some bad breath or something, you're allowed to brush your teeth. Make sure you don't swallow it though,
Laundry allowed?
Of course, laundry is allowed, no problem with laundry. All these things are allowed. The only thing you can't do basically is eat and drink. That's the only thing, right? So don't be careful only about that.
all other things we can do.
Yeah, more or less. You can do whatever you want to do. You want to be also if a person wants to be with his wife, he can be with his wife also. On a fast day. It's not like Yom Kippur. It's not like Tisha B'Av. You know what I mean? It's not like this. No, it's just a light fast day. Relatively speaking. So therefore, all these things are allowed. I want to tell you one more thing. Also, it says in the Gemara, that what's the mahut? The real essence of the fast day, they say what it is? To get like the kapara of the fast day, of the Ta'anit, to give tzedakah, So it's a good idea to give tzedakah on a Yom Ta'anit always. It's a good idea for kapara, to give kapara for your sins. And also there's another thing, they say that what they used to do in the old days, when they used to do Ta'aniyot, they would sit for a little while, the community, together, and they would examine if there's any sins in the community, And they would say, well, okay, we have to do teshuvah, we have some sins over here. Some people are not doing properly some things. So, we have to do no teshuvah. So being the fast day, the Yom Ta'anit is time for teshuvah. So each person has to do teshuvah in his heart for the sins that he has, and also the community as well. If there's something which is not being done properly in the community, that has to be examined, and to correct it. That's the thing. Kadosh Baruch Hu, they say, that when the second Bet HaMikdash was built, they asked, the people, they asked the Nevi'im, are we supposed to do these Arba Ta'aniyot when the second Bet HaMikdash is being built? They said, no, once it's built, that's it, they're not shy anymore. So what happened was that once after it was destroyed one more time, then they started to do also the Arba Ta'aniyot again. Right? But during the second Bet HaMikdash, they were not doing. So all the more so, right, the third Bet HaMikdash, when it's built with Hashem, we're not going to do any more Arba Ta'aniyot, not Ta'aniyot, right, everything is going to be good, everything is going to be Sameach, as it says, right? Az Yimaleh Schok Pinu, right, what does that mean? Then we're going to be laughing and joyous and partying, and doing the Simcha. Baruch Adonai Le'olam, Amen, Amen.